The fact that she brought my husband up, there is no forgiveness there.
Leisa and John can vouch for her because she has made out with Leisa while jerking off John. What the is that?
I don't give a about her, and she's like so vile that she would bring in my like amazing husband, my North, my person, into a girl's dinner. Like, why don't we, like, you want to talk about projecting? Should we talk about you? And what does Justin do when he goes to parties? Because my husband would never go to the parties that you and your friends go to. And my friends are like classy people you would die to hang out with.
I've actually said worse things about Leisa. I chose that one. I feel bad about bringing John into it. In my mind, it was so heinous and not true that I'm like, it's laughable. When someone said that, when Justin repeated the story to me, I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's laughable. But again, that shows where the pain and hurt is, but I don't think it's true.
The fact that she has lied about my business.
Leisa has performed sexual favors for the advancement of Vita.
When I've only supported hers, send bars, send people, staff. Those cost thousands of dollars. It's not free. My marriage, my husband, everything that's sacred to me, like, I am not your friend. You are not on my level. You are so far beneath me that, like, you can't even see where she is. It's so far down. And she will never be able to climb her way up to being Leisa Barlow. She should never wear a wig. She should never pretend to be me, because you can't be me and you never will. Good luck with your Alibaba and your marriage, because that's what you need. Don't talk about mine.
There was a sacredness to all the nastiness. There was a sacred space being held of let's truly burn this. And she showed me that she has zero intention of being my friend. And so I've kind of left our friendship in Puerto Vallarta.
I think there's a world where they absolutely can move forward from the damage. I say that as someone who has been absolutely reviled by Leisa and hated by Leisa.
Thumbs up. You.
I never thought we could be in the place we're at. And that alone speaks to, like, the potential for her and Whitney. They were close at one point. It doesn't mean they're...
You never said the things about her and her husband that Whitney said.
No, I never did.
I don't know that Leisa will be able to move past that. Let's be very clear. I'm speaking from my opinion, but from Lisa's standpoint, I think she feels like she had problems with Whitney from the beginning. She gave her a chance, and she really did. Like, they became friends. Like, she opened up, she gave her a chance. I think she found out that some of the stuff that was based on was not truthful, and I think she was pretty rattled by that. And then this was like a final straw for her, I think. I don't know. I think what she said was vile and disgusting and very unnecessary.
What she said would be hard for me to get over. It just makes me sad because I don't want to be in the middle of those two. I don't feel in the middle, but I don't want to be. And I want Whitney to be better, because what she's done to Leisa, she's done to me, you know, and she's done to you. And I feel like I'm hopeful about our friendship, which I wasn't, you know, a few years ago. And that just makes me look at it half glass full, and there's a chance for them to, you know, recover and move forward.
It's going to take actions, not words. We've all heard a lot of the banter, the words, and you know what? I think that Lisa's in a space, I'm in a space where I'm not accepting anybody's words at this point.
It spiraled out of control when Leisa tried to pull Angie in it, and it just all went left.
I heard that Sean does circle jerks. How does that feel? Like, she basically said the same thing. How? No, what the was that?
Angie kind of blew up.
Mary, your little side.
That was another side of you that I loved.
Oh, thank you.
But you gotta calm down. Fire was coming out of your eye.
I did. I did. It just triggered me to, like, first of all, why in the world
That was
would you
the worst thing she could ever say.
Oh, it's like...
She should have never said that.
It's her true colors, though. Like, I'm her, I'm gonna bring you down.
It's really hard for me that I understand when you're hurt, sometimes you react with hurting other people.
She has made out with Leisa while jerking off John. What the is that?
I don't believe it.
What the is that?
But to watch her immediately flip that on Angie's marriage, Leisa is a hard person to feel sorry for.
First of all, I didn't appreciate those rumors and things being threatened about my marriage when obviously there's no truth to them. But, you know, why are you pulling my husband in? And then my family has to look at things in the press for a year. It finally goes away, and now you throw it back out. They're like...
I know, like no big deal.
It was irresponsible. It was damaging. It was vicious.
The fact that, like, my friend who I thought was my friend, who I defended vehemently last year. I screamed at Meredith.
You're sending her the DMs about Angie, and it's enough. It's done. Meredith, it's done. You're done.
Had her back every turn. She was not there for me. I was there for her. And I'm looking to her for like, hey, step in. No. I thought we don't talk about this. How would you feel if she was saying this about Sean? And the fact that she's like, you, and ruining the flowers. I paid for those flowers. Like, those did not come with the table.
Right.
And the fact that you're throwing them at me, like, what kind of friend are you? All you had to do is, if she said that to me, like, how would you feel about someone saying this about John? I'd be like, you're right. Shut the up, Whitney. Why are you talking?
She was looking for that moment, though, don't you think? Because that's an Angie thing.
Yeah,
I feel like she was looking for a moment.
Yeah, but she can't go
upset.
against Whitney because they're sharing a brain.
But remember, I looked at Leisa. I said, I never said that. And nobody believes it.
Nobody believes it, Lisa. No one believes it.
You're the one. I don't care if no one believes it.
I mean, I wasn't trying to put anything out there about her marriage and whatever Whitney said.
She goes, Angie, how would you feel?
Oh, I hated it for her. I didn't love it. I wasn't rooting Whitney on. I wasn't saying it was true. I
don't know how you got
go,
drugged
Whitney.
in it. You had nothing to do with it.
Well, and this is where it confirms to me, Lisa's upset at me for being friends with Whitney, and she feels like my silence is that I'm not backing her and that I'm supporting Whitney, but we all had something to say to each other. Why didn't she say, I can't believe you said that about Todd and the banana peel?
Bronwyn seems nice. I like her business plan, marrying a guy who has 1 foot in the grave.
Oh, she's already crying.
And 1 on a banana peel.
I can't believe you just said that about Bronwyn's ears being stitched to her face.
She's nice, but she doesn't listen because her ears are stitched down to her face.
She didn't open her mouth when people talked about other people. I didn't deserve to be pulled into that. Again, it goes back to like, you're not my friend consistently. You're my friend when it's convenient, and it makes you look good to stand up for the truth last year because there were no rumors about us, but now you're perpetuating a rumor to bring me down because you're mad. It was like an all-new low for me.
Whatever it takes to wake you up, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm awake now.
Good.
So, where does the group go from here?
There's some people I will always expect to have a very surface friendship with based on how they handled that discussion at the last dinner.
Shut the up and listen to me.
Why would you say that? Okay. Stop apologizing. You don't mean it. You're dirty as There's nothing okay about any of this.
I mean, for me, it's like the way it's always been since like year one of all of this. Relationships change organically. I have organically distanced myself from a person that says dangerous things. With their words, they create bad situations for people and harm good people. So for me, I'm like, I don't care who anybody's friends with. I know who my friends are. I know who I'm friends with. And organically, I have beyond distanced myself from the people that do things that are hurtful for me.
I'm still hopeful. I'm very hopeful about a friendship with Heather and I.
I can see it.
I'm hopeful Meredith and I could be closer if she was not so busy with things in her. I think Meredith is very busy, and I think she was very attached to Heather and Leisa, and I think she had a hard time with Mary and Angie and you, and I think we just didn't align. I see myself friends with Angie and you. I adore Mary. I'd like to get to know more of a softer side of Mary. I don't know that Leisa and I are done, but I know that we're done for here. That last dinner really finalized some things for me, and if you can't show up in a space where you've agreed to be totally honest and to be receptive and to be willing to forgive, then I don't know where she and I go from here. I have loved Leisa a long time, and I would like to continue to love Leisa for a long time, but a friendship has to be two-way. And right now, her concern for herself is so far above her concern for anybody else in this group that I don't know that anyone can have a fair, reasonable relationship with her right now. At least I certainly can't.
Not me either.
If half of the group that has this tit for tat theory can move on and grow up and go beyond that and dig a little deeper, we can all do better. Like, I don't worry about the next guy. I'm trying to do better each day for myself. I falter all the time. I'm not perfect by any stretch. But like, just because someone did this to me doesn't mean I'm gonna do that to them. Have I done that? Yes, of course I have. We all have. But the point is, I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be a bigger and better person as best I can.
I'm gonna have to clear the air with Bronwyn, Meredith, and Angie. we have some unfinished business.
How do you clear the air with people that aren't authentic? That's my thing. Like,
It's
you know what?
hard,
Like,
but I mean,
I've been
we're gonna
told
have
I'm
to have
sorry
words.
so many times. I'm just asking the question.
I don't
and
even
like,
have to say
but when
I'm
you do
sorry.
the same things, no, like not you, but other people have said, I'm sorry to me, and then they do the same thing over and over
Well,
again.
then it's not an
So how do you
apology.
have a conversation with people that don't even know who they are? So how can they explain how you guys are in a friendship? I'm sick of lip service. I'm sick of people that pretend to be your friends and talk bad behind your back. Like, if you have something to say it to people's face, or don't cling on to it and be like, oh my God, I love you, when you don't fucking love the person. I don't do that, and I think it's really hurtful to our group when people are, and I've said this a million times, placating and pandering for friendship.
I think that there are ebbs and flows into our relationships, because I used to have that relationship with Whitney, like without fear. Like, I could say anything I wanted and I trusted her to the core. And then our relationship shifted and changed. And now, you know, we're slowly getting back to that. But there were times when I didn't speak to her, and every time I spoke to her, I weighed every word I said, because I was paranoid and I was afraid. But then, like, there are times when I feel closer and times when we feel more distant. But I would say for these women, especially last year, there was a moment of absolute trust, absolute confidence, and absolute understanding. It didn't last for long, but it lasted long enough to give me like hope and faith and gratitude to each and every person.